Hi loves, it's Shanda. How are you? And welcome to Shanda Says. Today is Thursday, and today I wanted to talk to you about current events. I had planned to talk about this particular subject next week, but I thought it'd be smart to talk about it before the verdict comes in. Now, hopefully you'll know what I'm alluding to. I'm talking about the current Jodi Arias trial. If you've been living under a rock, this is a trial of a young lady who has been tried and convicted for murdering her ex-boyfriend. And not only did she just shoot him, but she stabbed him numerous times, she cut his throat, and she shot him more than once. Now, I will tell you that I have seen photos of his body, and it is beyond belief what this mousy-looking woman did to this man. So, real quickly, the first question I want to ask you is, do you feel that she deserves the death penalty? And do you feel that she deserves life in prison? And why do you feel that way? Some of us just truly believe that it's up to God to be the last say. And a lot of us don't believe in the death penalty. And there are many of us who do believe in death penalty, that you've done something, you have to pay the price for it. Someone else paid the price for your crime, so it's going to go down for you the same way. Now, I've always been brought up to believe that, again, excuse me, piece of hair in my face, that, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. I was brought up with that, and my parents taught me that. But I will say that I'm not opposed to the death penalty. And I will tell you that I do feel that this young lady is very arrogant. I think she's almost entitled. I think she feels because she looks a certain way that how could you do this to me? I don't feel that she's remorseful. I don't feel that she has any real respect for the memory of this man. Now, I have shared this with other people. We could talk about pop culture and things that go on. And I always felt like with this young lady, she was fatal attraction to the 100th power. Like, this is the worst case scenario of a man getting involved with a woman, and this is what happens. And, I know that she's a woman scorned. And the saying, hell has no fury like a woman scorned. And we have these sayings all the time, but this is truly that case. Clearly, she was sleeping with this man, and to her, it was a lot more than it was for him. And maybe at one point it was for him, but, he wanted to move on. The problem for me in that situation is that, irregardless of if he was wrong for a certain thing, maybe leading her on, maybe treating her a certain way, it was no excuse, and it damn sure wasn't a right to take his life. And with that being said, I really wanted to quickly talk about stalking and things. It's so weird because if you listen to the 911 tape, when his friends found his body and they're on the phone with the operator, they stated who they felt could have done this. And clearly, I believe the victim had some signs that he felt, well, enough that he shared it with his friends, and weird behavior she was doing, and basically stalking him. And, we women always have that fear of meeting the wrong guy and this happening to us. But it's a real problem for men, too. I think it's just this particular trial has brought that to the forefront, that men can be stalked also. And this is the worst thing that can happen to someone who is being stalked. And, what are the signs of stalking? For me, it's not just a male thing, a female thing, it's a gender thing. It can happen to anybody in any type of relationship. If someone is calling you incessantly, showing up all the time where you're at, knowing your whereabouts and talking to you about it, like, how do you know that I was there? There are signs and hunches that we have, and the key is to not ignore them. If something doesn't feel right, you have to think about your instincts and your hunches. You have them for a reason. And don't be afraid to be that person, especially men. Men think, oh, I can't report that. I don't want to look a certain way. I don't want to look crazy. But if a woman is acting out of bounds and acting too crazy, there's nothing wrong to me in getting the police involved if there is a real fear there. If you're starting to have fear, again, I want to go back to some of the signs. Calling all the time, inappropriate behavior, violent behavior, oftentimes too, inappropriate gifts. Somebody is giving you something that's a very expensive gift right away. That's scary. That's a sign. That's not something you'd be like, oh, I'll take that. No, because why are they giving you things so quickly like that? Isolated behavior, only wanting to be around you and not anyone else. Those are all signs that we have to look at. And as smart as we are, we don't pick up on everything. And unfortunately, this young man paid the ultimate price. And what a horrible way for him to go. So I just wanted my viewers' opinion, wanted you guys' opinion about, do you feel she should get the death penalty, or does she deserve life in prison? Now, I will say this. She had the nerve to say in an interview that if she gets life, she still has the ability to serve her time and be free again someday. Like, you really don't feel that you belong there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like to be judge and jury. I do believe that God will have the last say in all our lives. But do I think she deserves the death penalty? Shanda is going on record and say yes. And I'm a woman saying that. I say yes. So you got to let me know what you think. I will be back here next week. We'll talk about love and life. We haven't done that in a while. And of course, I will be back in the pink. You know that. Can't help that. But I love you. Leave your comments. You can follow me on Twitter at Shanda Says. I'm on Instagram under Shanda Says. I am also on Keek, though I haven't done a video yet. So I'm learning about Keek. I'm doing that. Where else am I? Oh, you can email me, shandasays1@gmail.com also. And you can call me too. No, you can't. Not yet. I love you guys, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.